Sphere over there. He honorei, he kororia ki te atua. He maungaronga ki te whenua. He whakaroa pai ki ngā tangata katoa. Aki, 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 amini. I ngā mana, i ngā reo, i ngā iwi, tēnā koutou katoa. I ngā akunga, i ngā kaiako, i ngā whānau o te kura, tēnā koutou. Tēnei te mihi maha, tēnei te mihi aroha, tēnei te mihi nui ki a koutou. Tēnei rā te mihi whakatau ki a koutou. Whakatau mai rā, i runga i te kaupapa o te rā. Ngā manaakitanga o te atua ki a tātou, nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Good evening and welcome to our college's first ever graduation and prize giving dinner for Year 13. And warm greetings to you all. It's been wonderful that we've been able to bring this evening together. I was sitting at my desk earlier today working out what I wanted to say this evening, and I was thinking we never dreamed that we'd be in this situation, yet here we are. And I really want to thank you, our students, for your understanding for the scenario that we are in right now and for being willing to work with us to find a scenario that worked as best that we could manage given the circumstances. And I'm also very grateful to our parents that I hope we are successfully streaming up to right now, that you could be with us, albeit in a dislocated fashion. I really want to acknowledge and thank the staff team that have put this together. There's been a tremendous amount of work getting things ready for this evening, and obviously we're pioneering something right now, and we're hoping it's working. I'm just getting a little bit nervous as I see Mrs. Grayling going across and talking to Jono, but I trust that everything is working fine. But thank you to our staff that have worked so tirelessly to put this evening together. Thank you, parents, for the way you've come in tonight. Year 12s that welcomed you said that process went very smoothly. Can I please just remind you of the importance of maintaining our bubbles this evening, as well as our leaving protocol that was emailed to you. Everybody should have an outline for the evening on their table, so that outlines how we will run this evening. And if we do experience any technical difficulties, I understand that Mr. Watson and Mr. Roberson are in the two lounges this evening. They will make a phone call downstairs, and if we need to, we'll take a pause just so we can make sure the streaming is working as best that it can. So before I invite Tiwi, Isaac and Athanasia up to the stage, I would just like to invite you to join me in praying the college prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Loving God, we gather in your name and ask that your Spirit be with us. Spirit of wisdom and encouragement, of gentleness and peace, be with us in all that we do. Help us make Aquinas College a truly Catholic educational community, supporting family life, promoting scholarship, seeking truth in all its forms, serving and caring for others, grounded in prayer and full of joy. We make this prayer in Jesus' name and through the intercession of Thomas Aquinas and all the saints. Amen. St. Thomas Aquinas, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. So now I invite Isaac, Tiwi and Athanasia up to the stage.
Good evening, students, parents and staff. It is somewhat miraculous that we have made it here today, especially considering the limits COVID has placed on us. Another excellent reason as to why living in Auckland is a terrible idea. We would like to take the time to thank each and every one of you, from the teachers that have taught us, parents who have guided us, and our peers who have been there for us along the way.
A special shout out to Mrs. Grayling, who has ensured that we were all able to make it here today and has helped us to make some great memories, such as the dance circle at the ball, screaming on the big swing at our retreat, going down the the water slide at our start of year retreat, and being the birthday pens and being an All Blacks fan despite being born a Springbok.
You have also helped us keep in line when we needed it, and I'm sure all of us here are still cut up about losing our SDLs, our jewellery, and of course our amazing facial hair. You will be remembered fondly by all of us. Thank you for being our Dean.
Another thank you to our previous Dean, Mr. Robeson. You were there for us through the darkest of times, Year 9, through the hormone-induced rage, petty spats, and worst of all, reach.
To Charlotte and Dom, thank you for everything. Psych, thanks for making us pick up all your slack, being late to your meetings and bringing bad biscuits. We really appreciate having to step up to protect the school's image.
To our fabulous exec, you have risen to the occasion this year with the cards that we've been dealt. It's not been easy, but the way that you've supported each other and led the school has been more than anyone could have asked for. Your individual initiatives, house events, and collaborative effort on Aquinas Day, and all your efforts throughout the year have been so well done. You have represented our year group and the school like no exec before. Okay, maybe Charlotte and Dom aren't that bad. To be completely honest, this year would have been a mess without you guys. Thanks for reaching out when we needed you, your confidence and commitment to the school, and our exec.
To Charlotte, Aquinas has been a wild ride for us. Thank you so much for being my friend through it all. You inspire me with your dedication, ambition, and love of this school. Thank you for pushing me to reach higher and dream bigger this year. You make me a better deputy, and I couldn't think of a better partner in crime. Going to Mrs. Jeffter's office is less scary with you by my side.
To Dominic Jerome Barry Pacino. Although we didn't start our Aquinas journeys together as friends, our paths managed to cross a few years back, and I couldn't ask for anyone better to be by my side as deputy head boy. You're an amazing role model to our younger students, and I have no doubt in my mind that you will succeed at anything you do at life after school. Sure, brother.
We would also like to take the time to thank all of you in this room with us. We would be nothing without you guys, and your willingness to reach out a helping hand is something we are very grateful for. You guys make school fun, and I know that we've had a lot of laughs and made plenty of memories.
Girls, thank you for making sure there was never a dull moment. I'm glad to say that we can see the light at the end of the tunnel and that we have really come into our own and bonded together. I look back fondly at our retreat gossip sessions, playing Spotlight, and who could forget the spectacle that was Lorange. I'm grateful that we have grown together, learned together, and are going into the world next year having grown up together.
To the boys. The way we've been able to come together as our own pack and have each other's back is something to be memorised by. We came in year 7, as well as a few in the later years, not knowing anything about each other from different schools. However, we managed to come together as a whole year of strapping young lads and create great memories along the way. So lads, here are my thanks to you. Thank you for the toxic lunchtimes, whether it be basketball, rugby, baseball, and of course handball. Thank you for the Rangos, which I'm sure that every teacher that experienced loved. Thank you for the nervous but fun build-up to October 31st. Thank you for all the creative Kahoot nicknames. Thank you to Levi for Levi Tate. Speaking of Levi Tate, thank you for the back-to-back exorcisms at year 12 and 13 retreat. Thank you for the ups and downs, and thank you for always having my back. So to my lads, to my home slicers, to my young killers, but most importantly to my brothers, I thank you and leave you this. Waiho i te toipotu, kaua i te toiroa. Let us keep close together, not far apart. Even though we're moving on with our lives today, and maybe heading on different directions, always remember the people sitting next to you. For those are the people that have forged amazing memories in your hearts. So thank you, and also, you're the boys!
To our teachers, most notably those here with us today, thank you for inspiring us with your wisdom and encouraging us to pursue our goals while teaching us the passion of your subjects. I'm proud to say that we've made it to the end of our Aquinas journey with your guidance, and we will continue to grow using the skills that you've equipped us with. And of course, happy birthday, Mr. Nicholson.
To the SLT, thank you for answering our last minute emails, going along with our crazy ideas, and bringing us back down to earth when need be. You guys allowed us to put our ideas into motion and helped us turn into the leaders we are today. Christ may be the reason for our school, but you are the reason for its success. Before this year, we never really understood how much behind the scenes stuff you guys did, and this year has given us a new perspective. You continue to amaze us with your drive to make Aquinas the best it can be.
Lastly, to the parents that raised us, kept us organised, and made sure we showed up to every sports game, recital and performance, thank you. Your sacrifices ensured that we have had the best possible schooling experience. Leaving the nest is a scary prospect for both us and you, but over the past 18 years, you have made sure to instill good values and been there for us throughout it, without a doubt. Thank you.
If Mrs. Grayling could come forward. Is she here? Oh, she's not. Oh, there. We've just got you some flowers. Thank you for all your hard work and dedication to our year group. Thank you.
Okay, so we'll just have grace now. So, ki te ingoa o te mātua, o te tamaiti, o te wairua tapu, amene. E te atua, whakapainga e nei kai, hei oranga mō o mātou tinana, whangaia hoki o mātou wairua, ki te taro o te ora, ko ihu karaiti tō mātou kai whakaora, ake, amene. Kei te ingoa o te mātua, o te tamaiti, o te wairua tapu, amene.
Kia ora koutou anō. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I understand, parents, you haven't eaten yet. I can assure you the food is very nice, and we're sending our leftovers upstairs, so enjoy that. It's my privilege to address you at this special occasion. I promise to keep my comments short, but I do want to pay appropriate tribute to you, our graduating class. I've said it before, but I want to say it in the presence of your parents, albeit away from us. You have been a wonderful Year 13 cohort. You've been wonderful leaders and ambassadors of our college. As you know, I firmly believe that the Year 13 cohort set the tone and have a significant impact on the culture of our college. I shared this with you last year at your Year 12 retreat. I reminded you of that at the beginning of the year when you had your leadership day at Greaton Marist, and I asked you to reflect on your impact through the example you set every day, irrespective of whether or not you wear a leadership badge or not. And we are very proud of everything that you have done and achieved this year, and we are very grateful for the role models you have been. Earlier today, Mr. Kennedy told me that as a group, so far, you have earned more than $300,000 worth of university and tertiary scholarships, and we're still yet to have confirmation from the University of Auckland. So I think that is a fantastic achievement for this group as a whole. I must acknowledge our student executive and our committee leaders. You have risen to the challenge of bringing your peers with you, and you have led with distinction. It's potentially unfair to single out any individuals, but I do wish to pay tribute to our head students who carry the additional responsibility of bridging the leadership group and the staff. It's been an absolute privilege to serve our community with you, our head students, but also the wider leadership group and the Year 13 as a whole. To our head students, I will miss our Thursday morning teas and your State of the Nation speeches to me. While this pandemic has impacted us again this year, and at a terrible time for you senior students, I've been really impressed with the way that you've taken all of these things in your stride. You've been willing to look at our reality and consider different ways of doing things. And this evening is just one example of that. Late last year, the World Economic Forum produced its top 10 skills of 2025. Critical thinking and problem solving topped the list of the skills employers believe will grow in prominence in the next 5 years. And these have been consistent since the first report was published in 2016. But newly emerging in this report were skills in self-management areas such as resilience, stress tolerance, and flexibility. Now, resilience is a word that's been thrown around a lot in the last 2 years since COVID-19 has hit, but it's a really important thing for us to reflect on. Resilience is an increasingly valuable attribute in our changing world. And earlier this year, I had the privilege of listening to Dr. Ashley Bloomfield at the National Principals Conference, and he reflected with that group in the room about his lessons and new understanding about resilience. He shared with us that in 2020, he reached his limits of mental, emotional, and physical well-being. In response, he took time off, recentered, and reconnected with his family. And he shared with us, as a result of this, he changed his view of resilience from being able to power through to having an acute awareness of when his limits were reached and how to step back and address that. You will need to be resilient next year and in the years ahead, wherever your path takes you. Remember the lessons you've learned as part of living through this pandemic. Be aware of your limits and seek support when you require it. This doesn't make you any less resilient. There are so many gifts and talents in this room. Some are well developed, some are developing, and some are undiscovered yet. Follow your passions explore your gifts, and take the opportunities that are put in front of you, whatever they may be. As you leave our college, I hope you leave with many fond memories. I am truly grateful for the partnership we've enjoyed between our staff and your family to help you grow into the fine young men and women in front of us this evening. I consider myself blessed to be part of such an amazing community. Our graduate profile calls for us to become disciples of Christ. And as St. Teresa of Avila so beautifully said, Christ has no body but yours, no hands, no feet on earth but yours. Yours are the eyes with which he looks compassion on this world. Yours are the feet with which he walks to do good. Yours are the hands with which he blesses all the world. Yours are the hands, yours are the feet, yours are the eyes, you are his body. Take our touchstones out into the world and be his body. This is what sets a Catholic education apart. Values are not worth the paper they are written on if they are not lived. And Father Arnold captured the same sentiment this evening beautifully as part of his homily about living the character of our college. I pray that the Holy Spirit continues to move inside of you and you have the opportunity to continue exploring this beautiful gift we share, being our faith. I wish to finish by leaving you with this whakatauki. Poipoia te kākono kia puawai. Nurture the seed and it will blossom. You are all blossoming and I'm thankful to your parents for allowing us to be part of your journey. Don't be strangers. You are forever part of the Aquinas College family. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Thank you. Now I'd like to invite Dominic and Charlotte to come to the stage to deliver their valedictory speech. Are you coming together or are you coming separately? Yes. Separately. Who am I inviting first? Charlotte.
Is that all good? Okay. One time there was a little girl. She didn't go anywhere without her favourite blanket, and she was scared of thunderstorms. She read books and wore bright pink glasses, and her highlight of the year was always the Weet-Bix triathlon. The hardest decision she had to make was what ice cream flavour she wanted, or when to go to bed. This little girl was me, and I didn't have a care in the world. At the time, it seemed like an eternity until I hit Year 7 and strapped on my McKinleys and walked into Mrs. Krautz's Year 7 class. I looked forward to this day for months. I tried on my cool new uniform every opportunity I got and practiced my first day of school hairstyle weeks before the big day. As I look back now, I didn't quite nail the hairstyle, but the excitement I was experiencing was spot on, because the next 7 years of my journey were about to become my favourite so far. In hindsight, I can see the time fly by, and the slice of innocence I once had gone too. I now stand here, 18 years old, still scared of thunderstorms, but now very, very scared to grow up. However, growing up alongside the class of 2021 has been the best experience I could have asked for. Together, we walked into Aquinas as the small fish in a big pond, and now we are quite the opposite. We have finally grown into our McKinleys and are ready to step out into the big, wide world. There are many reasons why I'm proud to be an Aquinian, but what makes me proudest is to be in a year group alongside each one of you. Each one of us comes together to make our year group special. We haven't been a year to just pass by. We've excelled, we've made a difference, and most importantly, we've been kind. And for that, I'm incredibly grateful to be a part of our year group, our family. The ups and the downs that we have experienced together have made high school so memorable. So much so that if I could do year 14 with all of you guys, I would take the opportunity in a heartbeat. I wish Aquinas was a movie, so I could relive it every moment I could. If it was, I would definitely rewind to year 9, where social studies was the highlight of the week, and we accidentally lit the science room wall on fire. Or the year 12 ski trip, or my year 10 French class, or even the countless physics lessons where Mr. Singh has to tell me to stop talking. However, what I want to rewind to the most, record it and play it back 100 times, would be year 12 retreat. Not for the food, and not even for the year group game of Spotlight, but when we were all lying there, reflecting on how far we'd come. There was sad music playing, and of course, I was crying. We were given the chance to show how much we appreciate everyone. It was a love fest, filled with hugs and high fives, and I've never felt happier to be a part of the family we have created. I know I'm going to cherish that moment for the rest of my life. Every head student speech comes with a huge list of thank yous. Normally this was the time I went, yeah, you have to do that. But now I realise, no one can experience Aquinas the way I have without the support network wrapped around me. I know I will never be able to thank these people enough, but here goes. Thank you to the student executive, to Miss Grayling and to Ms. Jefter, for all your support this year, for listening to our crazy ideas, showing up at 8:20 every Tuesday, and allowing us to make our year one to remember. To Terry, Isaac and Sia, some of the hardest workers, funniest and strongest leaders I know. To Dom, thank you for your crazy but cool ideas, making me chill out a bit, for the inspirational speeches and continuing to inspire me with your leadership skills. To Mrs. McManaway, thank you for handing out the greatest advice, for making tutor class fun, and the CMC in Whanau one to remember. To Mr. Dalton, one of the best hockey coaches I know. I don't think you get enough praise for how hard you work, and I've thoroughly enjoyed working with you this year. I've also been blessed with so many amazing teachers over my time at Aquinas. Their passion and joy for their subject and the college is inspiring. They all come with a wealth of knowledge and advice which has shaped me into the person I am today. From Mrs. Krautz and Mr. Vanbury showing me the ropes in year 7 and 8, to Mr. Boyle's OG tutor class, to the science teachers putting up with me now, especially Mr. Singh, who's dealt with me for the past 3 years. Every teacher at Aquinas makes an impact on our journeys, so thank you. You all make our school a step above the rest. And finally, to my parents. Okay. My parents have been the greatest supporters I could have asked for throughout my Aquinas journey. They have taken me on the coolest adventures, shipped me off to Outward Bound, given me Ranger jeans, and, sorry Mr. Dalton, been the best hockey coach and manager duo I know. They have shaped me into the person I am today, and I can't wait for the day that I am as cool as them. So thank you, Mum and Dad. You're awesome. To the class of 2021, we've come a long way together, and I've loved every second of it. We haven't fallen short, we've made our mark, and I can safely say we've improved since the dreaded days of year 10. From police officers, to film animators, to data scientists, just to name a few, we've all grown to find our path, and I'm so excited to see each of us flourish into our new lives. I know now I'm not saying goodbye to my Aquinas family, but it sure is a sad see you around. As my childhood hero Winnie the Pooh once said, how lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard? And I am. I count myself truly lucky to have met you all, and to go into the big, wide world alongside my Aquinas family. Time is never going to be put on hold. I wish it was, but it waits for no one. But that is what memories are for, to teach us, to remind us, to get us through the bad days and motivate us through the good ones. Thank you, Aquinas, and thank you to each of you for helping me create so many of these memories. I am forever proud to be an Aquinian and forever proud to be part of the class of 2021. Thank you.
So if there's one thing I've learnt from our time at Aquinas, it's that everyone prefers a short, sharp speech. So I'm going to throw that out the window and make you guys probably zone out that you're going to forget that I'm talking. So like Charlotte said, I guess I'll start off with my thank yous to where they are due. If I'm not thanking you, you can just pretend that you're listening, because if it's not about you, then who really cares? So first of all, thank you to my parents. Thank you for always being there for when I needed you. Whether it's for advice or for just someone to talk to, I owe you everything. You've become such an important part of my life, and I will forever be grateful for what you've provided me with and the values I've been brought up with. Words cannot describe how thankful I am for you, but I got a time limit, so I have to move on. Thank you to my fellow student executive. We've had a great team around us this year, and Charlotte and I can both agree that we wouldn't have wanted anybody else. Thank you to Sia and Isaac. Both of you are the hardest working people I've ever met. You two have pushed everyone around you to be a better leader. You two always got the ball rolling with any ideas you come up with, and I know both of you will go very far in life. It has been awesome to become closer with you two, and I will hold our friendship very close to my heart. Thank you to Tiwi. It has been an honour growing up with you, bro. I've enjoyed every single moment I've spent with you. T, you're one of the most real people I've ever met. You're one of my closest friends, and I'm very sad that I'm not going to be with you next year. Your kind nature and your overall mana gives you the respect that everyone is looking for. Thank you to Charlotte. You've been a great inspiration for me this year. You always push me to be a better leader, be more organised, and somehow show me the ropes of this role, even though we got thrown both into the same boat. Your kind character, your enthusiasm towards everything you do is very contagious. You are an amazing leader, and it's been an absolute privilege to lead alongside you this year. Thank you to Miss Grayling, Miss Cooney, and the entire SLT. All of you assisted me this year in some way or another. I could come to you with anything if I needed help, and you would know the right answer. You're all amazing people, and Aquinas is lucky to have you at the bow of the ship. But most of all, thank you to my year group. You guys can listen now if you want. Thank you for putting your trust in me. I appreciate the relationships I have with you all. My new friends, my old ones, I will forever be grateful, and I've cherished the time I've had here at Aquinas. And I thank you for growing me into the young man I am today. I've found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing. Now I'm sure while you're applying to universities, picking your majors, and deciding what you wanted to do with your life, people would have told you, you have to have something to fall back on, you know? Make sure you have something to fall back on, son. But I've never understood that concept. Having something to fall back on. I don't want to fall on anything. I want to fall forward. I figured at least this way, I will see what I'm going to hit. Michael Jordan missed over 9,000 shots in his career, but you don't hear about the misses. People remember the greatness. Fall forward. In year 9, I was a bit of a menace to society. I was getting in trouble, sent outside, doing a few rangos, Mr. Clappies, all that stuff. But after getting told off one too many times, I had time to reflect on myself. I decided to pull my head in and work on my behaviour. I clearly remember sitting in the office and looking up to the plaque with the previous head students, and I set myself a goal. That is what I wanted to do with my last year at Aquinas. And thanks to all of you, I took the risk to apply, and now I've completed that goal. Fall forward. You've got to take risks, and I'm sure you've probably heard that before, but I want to talk to you about why that's so important. You will fail at some point in your life. Accept it. You will lose. You will embarrass yourself. You will suck at something. There is no doubt about it. I know that's probably not a traditional message for a graduation ceremony, but I'm telling you to embrace it, because it's inevitable. The point is, every graduate here has the talent to succeed. But do you have the guts to fail? You see, it's not the failure that stops us, but that most stop at the first fail. Those who succeed don't stop at 1 failure, 10 fails. They don't stop at 100, 1,000, or 1 million. They say, this is my goal, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to achieve it. There's an old saying, God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. So if you feel like giving up, just remember God has a plan. He has a set path for you. Even when you feel like it's unfair, you have just got to ride it out. I promise you, it will get better. It's all part of a plan. And that's why your parents sent you here, to a Catholic school. The values we've learned will help you overcome the battles further in your life. Like everyone in this room, we each have choices. And the choices that we make can reshape, remold, and redefine our future. Nobody in your life will tell you what you can do. They'll only ever tell you what you can't. And it's your obligation to prove them wrong. Before I revisit a message I told you all last year for my head boy application speech, I just want to remind you of how much of an impact you have had on me. How much all of you have inspired me. How thankful you have made me for being part of such an amazing year group. Every single one of you has inspired me in some way or another. You're such amazing human beings, and I'm so thankful for the relationships I have with you all. All right, here we go. What I've come to realize is that everyone has a difference. That's what makes all of us unique. I think that's why a year group is so unique. We are all different. And that's what this is about. Not my point of difference. It's about yours. Each and every one of you has a role to play. All of your differences are what makes our year group so diverse. So I'm here to say thank you. Thank you for not making us another year group that has passed through Aquinas mindlessly. Without all of you, we wouldn't have a year group to call our own. All of you bring something different to Aquinas that makes it stronger. Our differences, if you haven't realized, is what brings us closer. Thank you.
we're live. Kia ora koutou katoa. It gives me great pleasure this evening to be presenting the academic awards, the sport and cultural awards. Marlies Grayling, the Year 13 Dean, is going to be presenting those. To gain an Excellence Award, students need to be in the top 7% of their cohort in their subject. Attitude and effort is given to, again, the top 7% in a class who are showing attitude and effort, and we're also going to recognise any scholarships that these students have been awarded, or also any sport and cultural awards. So our first recipient this evening, Tewi Curtis Lowe. Tewi has gained a University of Otago Māori Entrance Scholarship worth $13,000 and also an Attitude and Effort in Year 13 Media Studies. Haru Fukui. Haru gains a University of Waikato International Entrance Scholarship worth $10,000 and also Attitude and Effort in Year 13 ESOL. Molly Barrable. She's gained an Attitude and Effort in Year 13 Faith in Action, and also she's gained a Nona Robina Scholarship worth $1,500. Tyler Dunseith. He's gained a University of Waikato Brian Smith Memorial Entrance Scholarship worth $1,000 and gained an Attitude and Effort in Year 13 Business Studies. Alexandra Edwards has gained the Hewitt Cup for the Senior Water Polo Player of the Year. She's also gained Attitude and Effort in Year 13 Biology and Year 13 Religious Education. Brady Jones. Brady gains the Gibbs Trophy for the Senior Hockey Player of the Year Male and also in Year 13 Sports Science and Attitude and Effort. Just Maria McNathan, an Attitude and Effort in Year 12 Chemistry and Attitude and Effort in Year 13 Mathematics with Statistics. Tom McCarroll has gained the Wellington Family Cup for the Senior Football Player of the Year and also an Attitude and Effort in Year 13 English. Grace Zurcher has a University of Otago 150th Entrance Scholarship worth $13,000 and also Attitude and Effort in Year 13 History and Year 13 Religious Education. Levi Andrick has an Excellence Award in Year 13 Mathematics and also he's gained the Prime Minister's Vocational Excellence Award worth $2,000. Thomas Bailey. He's gained a University of Canterbury Hiranga Scholarship for academic excellence worth $5,000. Also a University of Canterbury Engineering Top Achievers Scholarship worth $3,000. He's also been awarded the Bay of Plenty Education Trust Science, Technology and Emerging Industries Scholarship worth $6,000. He's got Excellence Awards in Year 13 Digital Technology, Year 13 Faith in Action, Year 13 Mathematics with Calculus and Year 13 Physics. Nikita Busha has an Attitude and Effort in Year 13 Food Technology and an Excellence Award in Year 13 Business Studies. Lucy Eastergaard has a Mentor Class Service Award for Hine Pore. Victoria University Tangawai Excellence Scholarship worth $5,000. Attitude and Effort in Year 13 English and Year 13 Maths with Statistics, and Excellence Awards in Year 13 Business Studies and Year 13 Geography. Amy Gulliver has got an AUT Welcome to Auckland Accommodation Scholarship of $17,000. She also has an Excellence Award in Year 13 Mathematics with Statistics. Jasper Hawkes has a University of Otago Leaders of Tomorrow Scholarship worth $10,000. He also gains an Excellence Award in Year 13 Economics. Rhys McCarthy has gained a Mental Class Service Award for Clooney House and also an Excellence Award in Year 13 Sports Science. Luke Nolan has an Attitude and Effort in Year 13 History and an Excellence Award in Year 13 Mathematics with Statistics. Jamie Vergest has an Attitude and Effort in Year 13 Geography and an Excellence Award Year 13 Design and Visual Communication. Samuel Way has an Attitude and Effort in Year 13 Religious Education and an Excellence Award Year 13 Economics. Sam Lee has gained a Kote Tangata Scholarship worth $5,000. And finally in this section, Rachel Wakelin has a University of Otago New Frontiers Entrance Scholarship of $5,000. Okay, so well done to those prize winners, and thank you very much, Miss Grayling. I'd like now to invite up the birthday boy, Mr. Nicholson, for the presentation of the 2021 Brown House graduates. And could Mr. Nicholson's tutor class, please, mentor class, move over to the side?
Thanks, sir. See, not a person on my table told me what I had. Under the bus, as usual. All good? Yeah. All right, thank you. It gives me great pleasure to present the graduating Year 13s of Brown House 2021, apparently in 3-point, so I will have my glasses on. First of all, we have Justin Arbrow, studying computer science at Auckland University. We have Molly Barrable. She is studying a Bachelor of Science, majoring in Marine Science at Otago University. Maggie Blackmore, studying a conjoint degree with a Bachelor of Commerce and a Bachelor of Art, double majoring in Human Resource Management and Psychology at Victoria University of Wellington. Blair Bromwich, studying electrical engineering next year at Toi Mai. Harriet Burton, studying a Bachelor of Midwifery at Victoria University, Wellington. Sean Coyle, who is studying a Bachelor of Communications, majoring in Media Studies at Victoria University, Wellington. Ella Dodd. Ella is studying Communication Design at AUT. Oh yes, and at the same age, Ella also receives the Attitude and Effort Award for Year 13 Business Studies. Next we have Angel Flores. She is taking a gap year in 2022. Fergus Glubb. Fergus receives the Excellence Award for Year 13 Sports Science, and next year he is studying Applied Science at Otago University. Jade Hetutu. Jade is studying a Bachelor of Science at Otago University. Luke Hubbard. Luke is studying zoology at Massey University. Just Maria Manikathan. She is studying a Bachelor of Biomedical Science at the University of Auckland. Reeve O'Leary. Reeve receives the Attitude and Effort Award for Year 13 Design and Visual Communication, and in 2022 he is studying electrical engineering at Tohua Mai. Torben Oxenham. Torben next year is studying software development and mechatronics. Braden Palmer. Braden receives the Attitude and Effort Award for Year 13 Media Studies, and next year he is studying business at Otago University. Cyprus Purdon Winters. Cyprus taking a gap year next year in 2022. Owen Roundtree. Owen is studying electrical engineering at Otago Polytech. Alex Taylor. Alex is studying a Bachelor of Communications at Victoria University, majoring in Lit and Creative Communications and Marketing. And last but not least, we have Thomas Wilkinson. Thomas is studying Mechanical Engineering next year at the University of Canterbury. Can I now invite Mrs. McManaway and her mental class to the front?
Good evening, everyone. It's an absolute privilege to present to you tonight the Clooney House graduates for 2021. And we begin with Levi Andrick. Levi is going to be joining the New Zealand Armed Forces in 2022. Nikita Busha. Nikita is going to take a gap year next year, keeping her options open. Hannah Brooks. Hannah receives the Attitude and Effort Award for Year 13 Visual Art and will be studying a Bachelor of Commerce, majoring in Marketing and Management at the University of Otago next year. Monty Carter. Monty receives the Attitude and Effort Award for Year 13 Religious Education. He will be studying engineering at the University of Canterbury next year. In absentia, Dominic Crowley, who will be taking a gap year next year to work full-time. Billy Cummins. Billy is going to Toi Ohomai to do an engineering course next year. Lucy Decker. Lucy will be heading to the University of Otago to study first year health science. Haru Fukui has the Attitude and Effort Award for Year 13 ESOL, and he will be studying at the Waikato University Tauranga campus for a Bachelor of Arts. Jasper Hawkes. Jasper will be studying at the University of Otago for a Bachelor of Science majoring in Computer Science and Statistics. Brady Jones. Brady will be attending Toi Ohomai to study Sport and Recreation. Tom McCarroll. Tom is heading to the University of Otago to study a Bachelor of Applied Science majoring in Agricultural Innovation and Environmental Management. Rhys McCarthy. Rhys will be joining the New Zealand Armed Forces next year. Maya Pardo. Maya receives the Attitude and Effort Award for Tourism and will be heading to Wellington to study at the UB Art School in Film Animation. Princess Roland. Princess receives the Attitude and Effort Award for Year 13 Visual Art Design, and she will be studying at the University of Auckland for a Bachelor of Health Science. Alice Svensson. She receives the Attitude and Effort Award for Year 13 Music, and she will be studying at AUT in her endeavour to become a chiropractor. Michael Tran. Michael receives the Attitude and Effort Award for Year 13 Mathematics with Statistics. He will be studying a Bachelor of Science degree at Auckland University. Joe Vincent. Joe will be heading to Wellington next year to Victoria University, where he is planning to study a conjoined degree of Commerce and Law. Charlotte Watson. Charlotte will be heading to Dunedin also, to the University of Otago to study first year health science. Kenya Wellwood Kane. Kenya will be heading to Victoria, Australia, where she is going to attend the Deakin University, studying a conjoined degree in nursing and midwifery. And to Grace Zurcher. Grace will be heading to Dunedin also. She is going to attend the University of Otago, studying a Bachelor of Commerce, majoring in Marketing and Communications. I'd now like to invite Mrs. Cooney and the Foy House graduates across the stage, please.
Good evening. It's a real privilege tonight to present the 2021 graduating students of the mighty Foy House. Thomas Bailey. Thomas next year will be studying a Bachelor of Commerce. No, he won't be. He'll be studying a Bachelor of Computer Engineering. Tiwi Curtis-Slow. Next year, Tiwi will be studying a Bachelor of Arts and Science, majoring in Communication and Sports Science at Otago University. Jacob Eberlein. Jacob next year will be studying a Bachelor of Commerce, majoring in Finance and Marketing at the University of Waikato. Ryan Fawcett. In 2022, Ryan will be studying mechanical engineering at the University of Waikato. Tom Fawcett. Next year, Tom will be taking a gap year. Amy Gulliver. Next year, Amy will be studying a Bachelor of Business, majoring in accounting at AUT. Athanasia. Next year, Athanasia will be studying a Bachelor of Commerce, majoring in Economics and Finance at the University of Otago. Finley Helm. Finley will be studying a Bachelor of Commerce, majoring in International Business and Marketing at the University of Waikato. University of Otago. Lily Hosking. Lily will be studying a Bachelor of Commerce, double majoring in Finance and Marketing at Victoria University in Wellington. Isaac Jardine. Next year, Isaac will be studying a co-joint Bachelor in Arts and Science degree, majoring in Te Reo Māori, International Relations, Biodiversity and Ecology at the Victoria University of Wellington. Lauren Kerr. Lauren will be studying a Bachelor of Commerce, majoring in Accounting and Finance at Victoria University of Wellington. Samuel Lee. Samuel will be studying a Bachelor of Software Engineering at Waikato University. Libby Manning. Libby will be studying a Bachelor of Commerce at Canterbury University. Luke Nolan. Next year, Luke will be studying a Bachelor of Criminal Justice at Canterbury University. Dom Pacino. Next year, Dom will be studying a Bachelor of Commerce and Film. Odette Roberson. In 2022, Odette will be studying a Bachelor of Science, majoring in Marine Science and Zoology. Alice Shin. Alice has earned the Excellence Award in Year 13 History, and next year will be studying a Bachelor of Health Science at the University of Auckland. Eli Tane. Eli will be studying a Bachelor of Surveying at Otago University. Samuel Tane will be studying a Bachelor of Science and Commerce at the University of Otago. Frian Teodorso will be studying a Bachelor of Architecture at Auckland University. Charlotte Vanderburst. Charlotte has gained the Excellence Award for Year 13 Geography. Next year she will be studying a Bachelor in Radiation Therapy or Biomedical Science at Otago University. Rachel Wakelin. Next year Rachel will be studying a Bachelor of Commerce, majoring in Economics and Finance at Victoria University of Wellington. Samuel Way. Samuel will be studying a Bachelor of Commerce and Science at the University of Otago. And that concludes the graduating students of Foy House. I'd like to invite Mrs. Floor and her mentor class from Hine Pore.
Okay, so last but not least, I'm really pleased to present the 2021 graduates for Hinipore House. So start off with Liam Anderson, who will be studying a Bachelor of Engineering at Waikato University. Luke Appleman, who receives the Attitude and Effort Award for Year 13 Digital Technology, and will be studying a Bachelor in Computer Engineering at the University of Canterbury. In his absence, we will just welcome Javier Black, who is looking to go into the trade industry in 2022. And Megan Cheetham, who is looking to take a gap year next year to work full time. Leah Cook, who will be studying a Bachelor of Science majoring in Ecology and Biodiversity at either Victoria University or Otago University. Samuel Kwanang, who will be studying a Bachelor of Computer Science at AUT. Lachlan Dillon, who will be doing his first year in Health Science at the University of Otago. Tyler Dunseith, who will be studying a management degree majoring in strategic management at the University of Waikato. Lucy Eastergaard will be studying a diploma in hospitality management at Queenstown Resort College before cross-crediting to study a Bachelor of Commerce in Sydney. Alex Edwards, who will be studying a Bachelor of Midwifery at Victoria University of Wellington. Alex Hilton, who receives the Attitude and Effort Award for Year 13 Engineering and will be studying a Bachelor of Engineering with honours majoring in Megatronics at Massey University campus in Auckland. Grace McCarthy, who will be studying Health Science at AUT next year. Saul Robinson, who is taking a gap year in 2022 to gain a bit of life experience and before deciding on his next steps, and he's hoping to work full-time as well as a site tester at an engineering company. Fetumarama Timu, who will be going on to study a Bachelor of Law at Auckland University. Christy Vergeest, who receives the Attitude and Effort Award for Year 13 Visual Art Photography and is looking to take a gap year next year. And finally, Jamie Vergeest, who will be studying Industrial Design in 2022 at AUT. Please can I invite Mrs. Grayling to the stage to present the special awards.
Good evening, everyone. Just before we go on, from my side, I would like to just say thank you to the SLT for actually helping us to get this evening to celebrate with our students. Thank you. All right, these students, you won't know who you are at this stage, so when I call out your name, just come to the front and come and receive your prize here. Leah Cook. Oh, it's on you. Okay, Leah Cook's got a scholarship from Victoria University, the Tangiwai Excellence Scholarship for $5,000. She also got an entrance scholarship from University of Otago, 150 entrance scholarship, $13,000. Then she also gained an Excellence Award for Year 13 Visual Art. And then she's got the Borisenko Trophy for Top Academic Achiever in Level 3 Visual Art. Congratulations. Lauren Kerr. Lauren Kerr gained a scholarship from Victoria University, the Tangiwai Excellence Award for a scholarship for $5,000. An Attitude and Effort Year 13 Accounting, Attitude and Effort Year 13 Food Technology, Excellence Award for Tourism, and then the BDO Cup for the Top Academic Achiever in Level 3 Business Studies. Blair Bromwich. He gained the Excellence Award for Year 13 Engineering and the Sebel Trinity Wharf Cup, Top Academic Achiever in Level 3 Food Technology. Liam Anderson. The Te Paiwai o Te Rangi, University of Waikato Scholarship for Outstanding Academic Achievement, a $25,000 scholarship. Then he also receives an Attitude and Effort for Year 13 Physics, an Excellence Award for Year 13 Music, an Excellence Award for Year 13 Physics, and then the Patel Cup for Top Academic Achiever in Level 3 Product Development and Engineering. Then we have Thomas Wilkinson. Okay, I'm going to read. There's a lot, so just listen. Okay, so Thomas gets the Sidwell Cup for the Senior Sporting Performance for Male. 2021 has been another great year for Aquinas College swimmer Thomas Wilkinson. Thomas' performances at the New Zealand Swimming Championships in Auckland were outstanding. He won a gold medal in the 200-meter fly in the 17 to 18-year-old division and was third in the 100-meter fly. His 200-meter fly performance was particularly impressive as he comfortably won the B final in his event. And Thomas also secured fourth place in both the 200 meters and 400 meters individual medley races. Then he also gains the McDonald Family Cup for Top Academic Achiever in Level 3 Economics. And he also gains the Impact Automation Cup for Top Academic Achiever in Level 3 Physics. Then we've got Frian Teodoso. She's got Attitude and Effort for Year 13 English, Attitude and Effort for Year 13 Mathematics, and then the Wellington Cup for Top Academic Achiever in Level 3 Design and Visual Communication. Well done. Ryan Fawcett. The Kote Tangata Scholarship for $5,000. He's also received the Excellence Award for Year 13 Faith and Action, and also the Dudinsky Cup for Top Academic Achiever in Level 3 Geography. Then we've got Kenya Wellwood Kane. Kenya achieves an Excellence Award for Year 13 Biology, Excellence for Year 13 Chemistry, Excellence for Year 13 Religious Education, as well as an Excellence Award for Year 13 Visual Art Photography, and then she gets the Photo Life Award for the Top Academic Achiever in Level 3 Photography. Well done. Torben Oxenham. Torben gets an Excellence Award for Year 13 Physics. And then there's a new trophy that we gained this year, and it was sponsored by RAM 3D RAM 3D. They sponsored it, and it's for the top academic achiever in Level 3 Digital Technology. Then we have Odette Roberson. Not that one, but it's okay. Come on. Yeah, come on. Odette receives the University of Otago Performance Scholarship of 16,000. She also gets the Kappa Wheelton Cup for Senior Football Player of the Year for female. Then she gets Cricket Most Valuable Player for the first 11 girls. Then she gets the Excellence Award for Year 13 Religious Education. And she gets the House Cup for Hoyas. Sam, can I ask you to come up as well? Your name's next here. Yeah, stay here. All right, so Sam also gains the University of Otago Maori Entrance Scholarship for 13,000, and then Foy, House Captain, the winning house for the year. Well done, both of you. And I would like to invite Matt Dalton to present our Premier at Awards.
Okay, young men and women of Aquinas College, we are down to our final 11 recipients. It is my privilege to read to you the 2021 Year 13 Premier Award winners. And Mrs. Grayling, we're getting our money's worth out of her tonight. She is going to present these awards. It seemed most appropriate as your Dean for her to feature so heavily in this prize giving. Now, our prize winners for this award will come from your seats. I will call your name. If you can come in behind me, stand beside Mrs. Grayling while I read what you have achieved. Starting with Megan Cheatham. Okay. Megan is the recipient of an Excellence Award for Year 13 Mathematics with Statistics, but she's primarily on stage in this Premier Awards section to receive the Gorman Cup, which is awarded to a student who has demonstrated diligence and perseverance through their time at Aquinas College. Next recipient is Maggie Blackmore. Maggie receives this evening the Mentor Class Service Award for Brown House, and she also received the Considine Cup for exemplifying leadership and initiative outside of the student executive for a female in Year 13. Joseph Vincent. Give Joseph time to get up here. Joe, I'll let you take the shortcut. Joe receives the Ko Te Tangata Scholarship worth $5,000. He receives an Attitude and Effort Award for Year 13 Economics. He receives the Eglinton Cup for the top academic achiever in Level 3 Sports Science, and primarily is on stage tonight to receive the Ryman Cup for exemplifying leadership and initiative outside the student executive for a male student. Lucy Decker. Lucy receives Attitude and Effort Awards in Year 13 Mathematics with Calculus, Year 13 Media Studies, Year 13 Physics, and Year 13 Religious Education. She's also the recipient of an Excellence Award for Year 13 English. She receives the Webb Cup for the Senior Volleyball Player of the Year. She receives the Volleyball Most Valuable Player for the Senior A Girls Team. And she receives the Lee Cup for optimism and contribution to the college. Athanasia Hay. Athanasia receives an Attitude and Effort Award in Year 13 Economics. She receives an Excellence Award in Year 13 English. She is the Mentor Class Service Award recipient for Fully House. She is a recipient of a University of Otago Leaders of Tomorrow Scholarship valued at $10,000. She receives the Stravelli Cup for the top academic achiever in Level 3 History. And she receives primarily tonight the Loretta Walton Cup for outstanding leadership and service. Dominic Pacino. Dominic receives tonight the Braid Cup for the Senior Basketball Player of the Year, male. He receives the College Medallion for Head Boy, and he receives the Skidmore Cup for the greatest example of student leadership in Year 13. Jade Hetutu. Jade is a recipient of an Attitude and Effort Award for Year 13 Biology, an Attitude and Effort Award for Year 13 Chemistry, and an Attitude and Effort Award for Year 13 Faith in Action. She receives a University of Otago Māori Entrance Scholarship valued at $13,000. She receives the Netball Touchstone Award. She also receives the Jackson Reeves and Freese Cup for the top academic achiever in Level 3 English. She receives the Thorne Cup for top academic achiever in Year 13 Mathematics. And primarily tonight she is on stage in this section for the Ray Scott Trophy for outstanding contribution to Pacifica leadership and service. Good luck carrying all that, Jade. We may need some assistance. Whetu Marama Timutimu. Whetū Marama receives an Attitude and Effort Award for Year 13 Music. She receives an Excellence Award for Year 13 English. She receives the College Cup for Top Academic Achiever in Level 3 Te Reo Māori, and she is primarily on stage this evening to receive the Brendan Sholem Trophy for Outstanding Contribution to Tikanga Māori. Whetū Marama? Am I, am I? Thank you for your tautoko for Whetū Marama there. The next recipient this evening is Charlotte Watson. Okay, Charlotte this evening receives an Attitude and Effort Award for Year 13 Biology, an Excellence Award for Year 13 Mathematics with Statistics. She receives the University of Otago Leaders of Tomorrow Scholarship valued at $15,000. She is also the recipient of the Bob and Joy Owens Scholarship valued at $15,000. She receives the College Medallion for Head Girl. She receives the Spirit of Chanel Trophy for the greatest positive contribution to the college's participation in Chanel Shield. She receives the McNabb Trophy for the Senior Hockey Player of the Year Female. She also receives, co-awarded with Lucy, the Most Valuable Player of the Year for Senior A Girls. She is also on stage for the Fenella Craig Trophy for the greatest all-round participation in college life. Next recipient is Isaac Jardin. Isaac is on stage this evening receiving an Excellence Award for Year 13 Biology. He receives the Victoria University Kahotia Scholarship for Outstanding Achievements, valued at $35,000. He receives the Christella Cup for Outstanding Contribution to Music. He receives the Armstrong Cup for Outstanding Contribution to Drama. He receives the Murray Cup for Top Academic Achiever in Level 3 Music. He receives the Father Joe Stack Cup for Top Academic Achiever in Level 3 Religious Education. He receives the AFS Trophy for Top Academic Achiever in Level 3 French. He receives tonight the Bishop's Cup for the greatest contribution to special character. And he is primarily on stage at this point for the McCord Family Cup for being the Proximea Kesset of the college. I'll give you a chance to go put those trophies somewhere, Isaac. Now I'm going to invite Charlotte and Isaac back to the stage. There's one more award that Charlotte and Isaac are receiving. It is a co-awarding. This is not something the college has ever done before, but when we looked at the criteria for this award and we looked at the body of work, the contribution to college life, the contribution to our community, we could not split these two students. So for the first time in the college's history, a co-awarding of the Aquinas College Touchstone Award to Charlotte and Isaac. Now I'm just asking Isaac and Charlotte to wait there, and I'm going to invite our final recipient to the stage, and there'll be no surprises what she is going to win, because it is the last award of the college. Libby Manning. And following Libby's reception of her awards, I'm going to invite Isaac and Charlotte back to the stage, because as is becoming custom in the college, for us to tautoko our Ducks and our Touchstone Award recipient with an appropriate response. So Libby is on stage this evening. She receives an Attitude and Effort Award for Year 13 Food Technology. She receives an Excellence Award for Year 13 Accounting, an Excellence Award in Year 13 Media Studies, an Excellence Award for Year 13 Visual Art Design. She receives a University of Canterbury Hiranga Scholarship for Academic Excellence valued at $5,000, but I'm told that she was the recipient of $48,000 worth of university scholarships, but this is the scholarship she is accepting to go to the University of Canterbury. She receives the Real Accounting Cup for the top academic achiever in Level 3 Accounting, the O'Connor Cup for top academic achiever in Level 3 Biology, the Media Studies Cup for top academic achiever in Media Studies. She receives the Grace Cup for the top academic achiever in Level 3 Art Design, but she is primarily on stage this evening because she is your Year 13 Ducks, the Aquinas College Ducks for 2021, Libby Manning.
Hey, 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 tama tu, tama ora, o te
Our evening is coming to a close. Once again, well done to all of our award recipients, but above and beyond that, well done to all of you. It was wonderful to hear the journeys that you will be taking next year as you are coming across the stage in your tutor and mentor classes. I wish you all the best with that journey, but before then, you have your NCA examinations that you need to prepare for and perform in, and we wish you well for that. At this point, I'm going to invite Mrs. Van Sale to the stage, our Deputy Principal of the Middle School and DRS, to bring a final blessing on our evening, and then I'll come back just to close off with some housekeeping matters. Thank you.
It's a privilege to close our awards ceremony tonight with the final blessing. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, the rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. May God be with you and bless you. May you see your children's children. May you be poor in misfortune, rich in blessings. May you know nothing but happiness from this day forward. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the warm rays of sun fall upon your home, and may the land of a friend always be near. May green be the grass you walk on. May blue be the skies above you. May pure be the joys that surround you. May true be the hearts that love you. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you, Mrs. Van Sale. A beautiful blessing to bring closure to our evening tonight. Just three last things from me. Firstly, and I suppose this is primarily a message for our parents, we have been keeping a recording of this evening, so there will be the opportunity for us to share that once we've done what we need to do to the video, so that you'll be able to share this evening with wider family and whānau if you choose to. So we'll be in touch about that. The second thing I just want to talk about is the leaving protocol, which I covered as part of the most recent email to you. So in a moment, I'm going to ask our parents to leave via the exits and go to their cars. If any of our students are going home with your parents, which I expect many of you will be, parents, you're asked to wait in your car, please. And then once those car parks are clear, we'll release the students from this room here. A lot of planning and preparation has gone into this evening to hold the integrity of our bubbles, so we need to ensure that we close that correctly. Then the last thing, for our trophy recipients, please, we're asking those trophies are returned to the college by the 24th of November. We want you to take those home tonight so you can get photos with your family, but they haven't been engraved this year because we had to push out our academic timelines and calculations right to the end to ensure everything was as accurate as possible. And as you know, with your derived grade examinations going right through to the end, that needed to be the case. So those will be engraved once they are returned. Thank you once again for what has been a lovely evening. I acknowledge once more our staff who put this together, and I really thank you, our students, for not only being a wonderful cohort of students this year, but again for the way you have been so mature and so responsible about working with us to find the best possible solution for your leaving rituals. Tomorrow you have your leaving day. We look forward to celebrating that with you. And then I'm sure once you leave the college tomorrow morning, you will have your own things you will go on and do. But that is over to you and your parents. And then we will see you in and around next week for your SDLs, workshops, tutorials, and then for your exams. So this isn't goodbye, this is see you soon. Thank you.